She's the director of New Airways Travels. She's also the chairperson of the Hospitality and Scale Council. So Jyoti, please welcome your guests.
Good evening, everyone. Namaskar. It's a pleasure to see all of you here. And I'm going to just request for some silence, please. Can we? Thank you. So before we begin, I'd like to just take a moment to welcome our esteemed Honorable Minister. Thank you, Shekhawat. Thank you so much for coming. A very old dear friend, Mr. Kant. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, my another very old friend, same cadre, Mr. Billa, Mr. Suman Billa. And we have so many ambassadors here. Thank you, all of you, for being here, for being a part of this iconic movement, which we've started 7 years back. But it's such a pleasure to see all of you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ambassadors. Thank you, consul generals. Thank you, dignitaries. It's beautiful to see such a house full and on time. You know, I think that's what iconic about this iconic event, that we all come on time. That says a lot. So I'll just say there are a lot of new friends here, but there are many, many old friends here too. And I like to just say thank you to each one of you for being here. That brings you, gives me a very unique perspective and expertise to this gathering. Your being here has brought that on. So your presence, like I said, means a lot to me. And we are all gathered here to celebrate iconic, which we started 7 years back. And it's a place where we like to actually retreat the icons of this industry. And believe you me, each one of you is an icon by himself, herself. That's why I'm sorry if the chairs are, someone is in front, someone is in the back. But believe you me, in my heart and for this event, each one of you is an icon. So just on this enchanting August evening, I feel when it started pouring in the morning and I was not sure what's going to happen, seeing all of you, I just feel blessed to be surrounded, which not by guests, but by friends and family, who've been a very integral part of my journey. Your presence here is a testament to the love and support that has shaped me to the person I am today. As I look around, I'm reminded of my journey, which began with the guidance, support, and very insightful criticism of my husband, Albir, whom I met at the young age of 19, so he was quite an influence. That foundation has given me the strength to stand proudly before you, surrounded by icons who made a lasting impact on the industry and society. I'm grateful to be among friends and icons. Lots of them sitting here. I wouldn't like to name one or two, but all of you, like I said, Mr. Lohani, Rajiv Talwar, all of our friends who I've grown up with, literally, and I've walked with them this beautiful path of life. We've all shared experiences that have shaped our industry and touched lives. Today, we gather to celebrate the essence of life, its beauty, brevity, and boundless possibilities. And the icons who really inspired us through music, art, culture, cuisine, travel, hospitality, wellness, and beyond. Earlier today, we concluded our iconic tourism summit in partnership with TV9, exploring topics under the reimagined tourism, the intersection of technology, AI, value chain of services, and our favorite Dekho Apna Dish. Many iconic speakers and felicitated leaders of the industry are present here in the evening today too. Now we are here to celebrate the icons and iconic institutions that have made a lasting impact in their respective fields, converging tourism into unforgettable experiences. The luxury travel, as we know, is booming. The projected growth rate of 8.2% from 2025 to 2030, reaching $2.36 trillion by 2030. This growth reflects the demand for unique personalized experiences that allow travelers to immerse themselves in local cultures. 75% of travelers, they actually prioritize experience over material possessions. And 62% of luxury travelers seek unique and authentic experiences that allow them to immerse themselves in local cultures. As Oscar Wilde once said, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Today, we celebrate self-love and self-care through luxury experiences that not only nourish our body but our soul too. Let's raise a toast to the icons who've elevated the experiential luxury industry. Visionaries, innovators, and passionate individuals who inspire us all. As Eleanor Roosevelt so aptly put it, the purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experiences. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed jury for recognizing the icons who made a significant impact in their respective fields. Your expertise and discerning eye have helped us identify the best, and we are grateful for your time and effort. To our award winners, I offer my warmest congratulations. Your dedication, passion, and expertise have made a lasting impact on the industry and society, and we are thrilled to celebrate your achievements. Gratitude to all our guests for being part of this extraordinary celebration. This is not the end. It's just the beginning. We'll continue to celebrate more icons in the years to come. Let's raise a toast to life, luxury, and the magic of travel. Welcome to Iconic 2025, a celebration of luxury travel and the human spirit, where music meets art, cuisine meets culture, and hospitality meets wellness. As we celebrate these icons, let's remember that it's not about accumulating possessions, but about collecting moments that truly matter. Collect moments, not things, a philosophy that I believe resonates with each one of us. And before I end, I'd like to ask you all to please, can I request all of you to please stand up for a minute? Thank you. Turn to the person next to you and give them a round of applause. Because most importantly, we need to take a moment to appreciate ourselves. And on behalf of Reda Communications and TV9, and most importantly, Balbir and myself, I hope you enjoyed the celebrations and meeting each other, as surely we will. I would also like to thank my team, especially my team who supported me, Ishna and Sheena, and a very dear friend called Abha, who stands beside me wherever I go. Thank you for listening to me.
Jyoti, once again, when you talked about turning around and recognizing the person next to you, I think when you say something, you share a part of you. And when I look at Jyoti, she's never alone. And that's because she carries people with her. So even the 7th edition of the Iconic Awards is in partnership with TV9, a partnership that she has maintained beautifully. And I'd like to invite Rakim Das to join us on stage. He is the Chief Growth Officer of TV9 Network. And with both the hosts here, Rakim, please join us. I would like to invite our honorable chief guest, the Minister for Culture and Tourism, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. He is much loved by all. He won by more than a 4 lakh majority in the Lok Sabha elections. He's been a union minister 3 times over, right from being the Minister of State for Agriculture to being the Minister of Jal Shakti to being the Minister of Culture and Tourism. Under his stewardship, it's no surprise that plus 8% growth is something that's going to happen very seamlessly. So we request you to please say a few words, and I request you to please present a token of appreciation for our honorable chief guest.
Iconic 2025. पर्यटन को लेकर के दिन भर की वर्कशॉप और उसके बाद में श्रम को। मुझे लगता है पर्यटन के क्षेत्र में जो सबसे कठिन काम है कि चैंपियंस को सेलेक्ट करना और सेलेक्ट करके बाद में उनको पारितोषिक देना, उनको उनके काम का सम्मान करना। ऐसे गरिमामयी कार्यक्रम में हम सब के बीच में उपस्थित डायरेक्टर जनरल टूरिज्म गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया आदरणीय सुमन बिरला जी, यहाँ उपस्थित, मैं ईमानदारी से कहूँ तो अनेक विषयों पर मेरा हमेशा मार्गदर्शन करने वाले मेरे बड़े भाई श्री अमिताभ कांत जी, आदरणीय ज्योति जी, इस सभागार में उपस्थित ऑल एक्सेलेंसीज, एम्बेसडर्स, हाई कमिश्नर्स, ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री के सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स, मैं TV9 को, रेड को, दोनों को, आदरणीय ज्योति जी को ये कार्यक्रम आयोजित करने और इस कार्यक्रम में आने का सौभाग्यपूर्ण अवसर मुझे देने के लिए मैं हृदयपूर्वक धन्यवाद करता हूँ, बहुत सारा अभिनंदन करता हूँ। तो एक ऐसा मंच है जिस मंच पर हम केवल पर्यटन क्षेत्र के अचीवमेंट की बात नहीं करते, अपने इस मंच पर हम नई सोच, नए निवेश और पॉलिसी प्लानिंग में जो नए इनिशिएटिव्स लिए जाने हैं उन सब के बीच में कम्युनिकेशन के प्लेटफॉर्म के रूप में इस मंच का उपयोग करते हैं। मेरा मानना है कि ये सारे पहलू मिलकर के जो दिन भर चर्चा यहाँ हुई होगी और आप सब लोगों ने आपसी संवाद करके जो एक नई दिशा आने वाले समय में टूरिज्म को मिले, इसको लेकर के जो सोच आप सबके जहन में, आप सबके मन में बना होगा, निश्चित रूप से पर्यटन क्षेत्र के भविष्य की दिशा तय करने वाला होगा। आज भारत माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में प्रगति करते हुए एक बहुत निर्णायक दौर से गुजर रहा है। एक तरफ हम अतीत की बाधाओं और चुनौतियों से पार पाने की दिशा में काम करते हुए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। The legacy issues which are the challenges which were there with us, और दूसरी तरफ भविष्य की संभावनाओं का तलाश करते हुए भारत विकसित बने 2047 तक का लक्ष्य लेकर के उस दिशा में काम कर रहे हैं। एक तरफ हम पर्यटन के दृष्टिकोण से भी जो गैप्स पर्यटन के का केंद्र भारत बने, उन सब गैप्स को आइडेंटिफाई करके उन गैप्स को धीरे धीरे प्लग इन करने के ऊपर काम करें। वहीं दूसरी तरफ हम टूरिज्म की मूल कल्पना को एक नया विस्तार देते हुए, एक नया दृष्टिकोण देते हुए इसे हम कैसे विस्तृत और विकसित कर सकते हैं, इस सेक्टर के पूरे ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट के लिए काम करें। इसका क्वालिटेटिव इंप्रूवमेंट कैसे हो, आने वाले पर्यटक का ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस कैसे एलिवेट किया जा सकता है, हमारे डेस्टिनेशन पर कनेक्टिविटी को इंप्रूव करके पर्यटकों के लिए नए एक्सपीरियंसेस क्रिएट करके, और हम लग्जरी टूरिस्ट को, नीश टूरिस्ट को, के टूरिज्म को कैसे बूस्ट अप कर सकते हैं। भारत के अगर पर्यटन मानचित्र की अगर मैं बात करूं, दुनिया के सारे देशों में मिलकर के जितनी तरह के पर्यटन की अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती हैं, यह एक पर्यटक की दृष्टि से देखें, एक टूरिस्ट का जो भी कोई एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है जिसकी कल्पना की जा सकती है। दुनिया भर के ट्रैवल करने वाले लोग जिन विषयों की खोज में, जिस विषय में आनंद की खोज में अपने घर से बाहर निकल करके पर्यटन के लिए जाते हैं, ऐसे हर हंगर को, ऐसी हर क्षुधा को शांत करने के लिए कोई ना कोई एक प्रोडक्ट जो है वो हमारे भारत के उस पर्यटन के मानचित्र में। और मैं मानता हूं कि भारत दुनिया का एकमात्र ऐसा देश जिसके पास में विविधता का एक पूरा प्लिथरा ऑफ डाइवर्सिटी जो है वो जिस देश के पास में है। दुनिया में एकमात्र देश ऐसा है जिसके पास में भौगोलिक विविधताएं हैं, एकमात्र ऐसा देश है जिसके पास में सुदीर्घ सांस्कृतिक इतिहास है, कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटीज है, और इसके अतिरिक्त आधुनिकता के दृष्टिकोण से देखें तो उस दृष्टिकोण से भी जो कुछ भी सोचा जा सकता है, ऐसा हर प्रोडक्ट भारत के इस गुलदस्ते में, द बुके विच इंडिया होल्ड्स फॉर टूरिज्म, उस बुके में सबके लिए है। अगर मैं पर्यटन की दृष्टिकोण से चर्चा करूं, कोविड के आपदा के समय में जिस तरह से पूरा विश्व एक बार ठहर सा गया था और सबसे बड़ा इंपैक्ट हमारे इस सेक्टर को हुआ था, लेकिन उसके बाद जिस चुनौती से बाहर निकलने के लिए जिस गति के साथ में भारत ने काम किया, मैं आप सब का इस काम के लिए, क्योंकि यह सफलता केवल सरकार के प्रयासों से अर्जित नहीं की जा सकती थी, मैं आप सब स्टेक होल्डर्स जिन्होंने टूरिज्म को रिवाइव करने के लिए अथक परिश्रम किया और उस चुनौती से उबारने में देश का सहयोग किया, मैं आप सबका उसके लिए बहुत सारा अभिनंदन करना चाहता हूं। मित्रों, दुनिया भर के टूरिज्म के जब मैं आंकड़े देखता हूं, इनबाउंड टूरिज्म के सेक्टर में अगर मैं देखूं तो हम लगभग 2 करोड़ के आंकड़े को छू रहे हैं, उससे कुछ आगे निकल चुके 2024 के जब आंकड़े आप सबके सामने आ रहे हैं। लेकिन अगर डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म की बात करूं, वो जिस गति के साथ में बढ़ रहा है, एक तरफ हम उसको लेकर के उत्साहित भी हैं और दूसरी तरफ हम कहीं ना कहीं उसको लेकर के अपने आप में दबाव भी महसूस करते हैं। 2023 में जो डोमेस्टिक ट्रैवलर्स का आंकड़ा 251 करोड़ एक साल का था, वो बढ़ करके इस साल जो है वो 295 करोड़ क्रॉस कर चुका है। और इस 295 करोड़ के आंकड़े में अभी तो मुझे लगता है कि सुमन जी ने पूरे कुंभ के आंकड़े साझा नहीं किए होंगे, वरना ये 300 करोड़ के पार कर जाएगा। दुनिया के किसी एक देश में जब हम अपने पीयर कॉम्पिटिटर्स की बात करते हैं, तुलना करते हैं, फ्रांस में हम जब तो देखते हैं कि उनके यहां पे इतने टूरिस्ट आते हैं, मुझे लगता है कहीं शायद किसी को मायूसी होती होगी। जब हम अपने पीयर कॉम्पिटिटर्स की बात करते हैं, दुबई की बात करते हैं, सिंगापुर की बात करते हैं, थाईलैंड की बात करते हैं, हमारे यहां हम 20 मिलियन के आंकड़े पर बात कर रहे हैं, वो 40 मिलियन पर थाईलैंड के अगर खड़ा है, लेकिन उन सारे पीयर कॉम्पिटिटर्स के पास में डोमेस्टिक सपोर्ट क्या है टूरिस्ट ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म का, वो नेग्लिजिबल है। ये जो हमारी अपॉर्चुनिटी है और जिस तरह से हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था बढ़ रही है, इस बढ़ती हुई अर्थव्यवस्था के चलते हुए जिस तरह से डिस्पेंसिबल इनकम हमारे देशी पर्यटक या देश के लोगों के हाथ में होगी, उनके जेब में होगी, उसके चलते हुए हमारी इकोनॉमी की ग्रोथ के पारी पासू उसके साथ साथ में हमारा ट्रैवल सेक्टर, टूरिज्म सेक्टर और अधिक गति के साथ में बढ़ने वाला। काचरू साहब यहां बैठे हैं, आज से 10 साल पहले इन्होंने रेडिसन ने जितनी होटल्स टोटल यहां इस पूरे ग्रुप ने असाइन नहीं की थी, उससे 10 गुना पिछले 10 साल में कर दी और उससे 10 गुना अगले 5 साल में करने वाले। इस गति के साथ में ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म ट्रेड बढ़ रहा है। और आज मेरा होटल इंडस्ट्री से बहुत पुराना नाता है। मैं जब सक्रिय इलेक्शन पॉलिटिक्स में, इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स के समय आने से पहले मैं जो कुछ काम करता था उसमें एक काम होटल चलाना भी हुआ करता था। और जब मैं होटल चलाता था, हम लोग बुटीक होटल्स चलाते थे वेस्टर्न राजस्थान में, तो हमारे लिए जो है स्वर्ग में जाने के बराबर ये होता था कि लोनली प्लैनेट में, क्योंकि उस जमाने में इंटरनेट नहीं होता था और इंटरनेट नहीं होने के कारण से टूरिस्ट के लिए बाइबल जो है वो लोनली प्लैनेट किताब होती थी, उसमें हमारा नाम आ जाए या किसी ट्रैवल गाइड बुक में नाम आ जाए, हम इतना समझते थे कि अगर वो आ जाता है तो निश्चित रूप से हमारा जो है फ्यूचर सिक्योर हो गया। हमको कहीं ना कहीं इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट, हमको FITs ग्रुप्स हमको ऑटोमेटिकली मिलने लगे। लेकिन आज जब मैं हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री के लोगों से बात करता हूं, बैरिंग ए फ्यू, अगर कुछ 1 आध 2 4 को छोड़ दूं, उसके अतिरिक्त तो कोई भी आज इस अपेक्षा के साथ नहीं जीता। भारत का पर्यटक जो है दुनिया के पर्यटकों में सबसे बड़ा पे मास्टर जो है कोई अगर है तो हमारे देश का पर्यटक। और दुनिया के बहुत सारे देश ऐसे, मेरी बेटियां अभी थोड़े दिन पहले विदेश में थी, मुझे वापस आकर के कहा कि पापा वहां खड़े थे तो लग रहा था कि हम हिंदुस्तान में ही खड़े, सारे हिंदुस्तानी थे वहां, उसके अलावा कोई नहीं था। दुबई के बुर्ज अल खलीफा को जो मेंटेन करने वाली, जो उसकी सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करने वाली एजेंसी है, उसमें मेरे शहर का एक आदमी काम करता है। मैंने एक दिन उससे पूछा, मैं कहा यार जितने लोग वहां आते हैं उसमें से कितने भारतीय होते हैं? उसने कहा साहब 50% लोग तो हिंदुस्तानी होते हैं। अब बहुत सारे देशों का टूरिज्म भारत के भारतीय पर्यटक चला रहे हैं। ऐसे में मैं मानता हूं कि निश्चित रूप से भारत के पर्यटन का भविष्य जो है वो बहुत बहुत उज्जवल है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी भी कहते हैं कि पर्यटन भारत की विकास यात्रा में एक निर्णायक और परिवर्तनकारी शक्ति बन सकता है, और यह ऐसा क्षेत्र है जो समाज के हर वर्ग के लिए नए अवसरों का सृजन कर सकता है, और साथ ही भारत की समृद्ध सांस्कृतिक विरासत और सभ्यतागत मूल्यों को पूरे विश्व के सामने प्रभावशाली रूप से प्रस्तुत करके भारत की छवि को पूरे विश्व में नए सिरे से गढ़ सकता है और बढ़ा सकता है। मैं आप सबका अभिनंदन करते हुए ये बात कहना चाहता हूं, वी आर नॉट ओनली डूइंग बिजनेस बट आल्सो वी आर वर्किंग एज अ कल्चरल एम्बेसडर ऑफ आवर नेशन, एंड दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन आवर कंट्री इज अंडरगोइंग इरा ऑफ कल्चरल रिनासा, जब हम सांस्कृतिक पुनर्जागरण के दौर से गुजरने और भारत की तरफ देखने की दृष्टि पूरे विश्व की नए सिरे से बन रही। आज से कुछ वर्षों पहले तक यदि भारत से बाहर जाकर के कहीं अपने आप को भारतीय के रूप में परिचय कराने का अवसर आता था, मुझे लगता है आप सब में, आप में से बहुत सारे लोग भारत से विदेश में जाने का आपका निरंतर क्रम बना रहता होगा। जब कहीं जाकर के अपने आप को भारतीय के रूप में परिचय कराते होंगे, शायद वो सम्मान जो पिछले 10 वर्षों में मिलने लगा है वैसा सम्मान आपको नहीं मिलता हो। आज नए सिरे से भारत और भारतीयों की तरफ देखने की एक दृष्टि जो है पूरे विश्व भर की बनी है, और निश्चित रूप से इट गिव्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी, ये हमारे लिए एक अवसर पैदा करती है कि जब हम इस क्षेत्र को और अधिक विकसित कर सकते हैं। सरकार अपनी योजनाओं के माध्यम से राज्य सरकारों के साथ सहयोग करते हुए राज्य सरकारों को वित्तीय सहायता, फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस उपलब्ध करा करके टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन पर ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस बेहतर हो, इस दृष्टिकोण से काम कर रही है। मैं ये तो नहीं कहूंगा कि हमने सब कुछ किया है, लेकिन निश्चित रूप से प्रयास करते हुए जिस तरह के कदम, जिस रास्ते पर कदम हम बढ़ाएं, उन कदमों को देख करके मुझे लगता है कि हम एक सुनहरे भविष्य और एक होल टाइम सॉल्यूशन के माध्यम से एक सुनहरे भविष्य की तरफ बढ़ रहे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में पिछले बजट में भी हमने घोषणा की थी कि हम भारत में 50 नए आइकॉनिक डेस्टिनेशंस बनाएंगे, क्योंकि ऐसा अनुभव किया है कि जिस तरह से टूरिज्म ने भारत में ग्रो किया, और उसके बहुत सारे कारण भी हैं, जिस तरह से इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप हुआ, 1.5 लाख किलोमीटर सड़कें बनी, नया हाई स्पीड रेलवे नेटवर्क खड़ा हो रहा है, एयरपोर्ट्स की संख्या दुगनी से ज्यादा हो गई है, हवाई जहाज जिस गति से भारत के प्लेयर्स ने बुक कराया और जिस गति के साथ में भारत में हवाई जहाज नए आने का क्रम प्रारंभ हुआ है, मुझे लगता है थोड़े दिन बाद में ऊपर भी ट्रैफिक जैम होने वाला है। लेकिन इन सब के चलते हुए जिस तरह से हमारे डेस्टिनेशंस पर ओवर टूरिज्म और दबाव दिखाई दे रहा है, उसको कम करने के लिए ऑल्टरनेटिव डेस्टिनेशंस डेवलप करने के दृष्टिकोण से 50 नए आइकॉनिक डेस्टिनेशंस बने, या एस्टेब्लिश डेस्टिनेशंस को जो है हम किस तरह से डीकंजेस्ट करने के लिए नए प्रोडक्ट बना सकें, उस पर विचार करते हुए हमने एक नई योजना के साथ में काम करना प्रारंभ किया। पूर्ववर्ती योजनाओं के माध्यम से जहां हम एग्जिस्टिंग हमारे टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशंस को जो है और अधिक एम्पावर करने के लिए काम कर रहे थे, वहीं दूसरी तरफ अब हम नए डेस्टिनेशंस क्रिएट करने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे। हमने पर्यटन के विकास के लक्ष्यों को सुविचारित स्ट्रेटेजी के साथ में उनको आगे बढ़ने का निर्णय माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में किया है, और ये जो स्ट्रेटेजी है ये 3 अलग अलग स्टेप्स में 3 अलग अलग पिलर्स पर खड़ी है। पहला स्तंभ है कि हम डेस्टिनेशंस पर पहुंचने की कनेक्टिविटी को और अधिक कैसे रोबस्ट बना सकते हैं, कैसे और अधिक बेहतर कर सकते हैं, जिसके लिए हम लाइन मिनिस्ट्रीज के साथ में संवाद करके उस दिशा में और अधिक हम सुविधाएं कैसे प्रदान कर सकें, इस दृष्टिकोण से काम कर रहे हैं। दूसरा जो पिलर है जिस स्ट्रेटेजी के साथ में हम काम कर रहे हैं, उसका दूसरा जो पिलर है वो हम एक्सपीरियंस बेस्ड टूरिज्म डेस्टिनेशंस क्रिएट करें, या नए डेस्टिनेशंस जो हैं, क्योंकि कोविड के बाद में हमने देखा है कि आज मॉन्यूमेंटल टूरिज्म की बजाय लोग एक्सपीरियंशियल टूरिज्म की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। आदरणीय ज्योत्सना जी बैठी हैं, वो निश्चित रूप से इस बात से तायद करेंगे कि लोगों ने मॉन्यूमेंटल की जगह बेहतर और नया एक्सपीरियंस हम कैसे साझा कर सकते हैं या अनुभव कर सकते हैं। ये जो नई जनरेशन है, जेन जी के लोग जो हैं, जो टूरिस्ट गाइड की जगह या टूरिस्ट ट्रैवल एजेंट की जगह जो इंस्टाग्राम की रील से प्रभावित होकर के टूरिज्म के लिए जाते हैं, वो निश्चित रूप से नया एक्सपीरियंस खोजने के दृष्टिकोण से जाते हैं। तो हम अपने डेस्टिनेशंस पर नए एक्सपीरियंस किस तरह से क्रिएट करें, सरकार उस दिशा में काम कर रही है, लेकिन उसके लिए निश्चित रूप से प्राइवेट सेक्टर को भी उसमें साथ आना पड़ेगा। अभी जब ज्योति जी बात कर रही थी, इन्होंने कुछ सेक्टर्स की चर्चा की, लेकिन उससे आगे बढ़ करके भी वेलनेस सेक्टर में और उसके साथ साथ में कुजीन बेस्ड टूरिज्म हम खड़ा कर सकते हैं, और उसके साथ अनेक तरह की ऐसी चीजें हो सकती है जिन चीजों के साथ में जोड़ करके हम नए टूरिज्म वर्टिकल को खड़ा कर सकते हैं। इस दृष्टिकोण से काम करने के साथ साथ में जो तीसरा स्तंभ हमारा इस विषय में है, वो है कि हम भारत को दुनिया के ट्रैवल नेटवर्क पर किस तरह से, जो वर्ल्ड टूरिज्म एंड ट्रैवल इंडेक्स है उसमें भारत का जो 35वां स्थान है उससे एलिवेट करके किस तरह से उसको आगे लेकर के आए। हमने जब इसकी विवेचना की और विस्तार से जब इस विषय पर चिंतन किया, तो ये संज्ञान में आता है कि केवल टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट अकेला उसको इंप्रूव कर सके, ऐसा संभव नहीं। इसके लिए होल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट अप्रोच की आवश्यकता है, और उसमें साथ में इंडस्ट्री को भी एक पार्टनर के रूप में, स्टेक होल्डर्स को भी एक पार्टनर के रूप में साथ में खड़ा होना पड़ेगा। और हमने इस दिशा में काम करते हुए इस लक्ष्य के साथ में कि एक तरफ हम जो टूरिज्म का कंट्रीब्यूशन भारत की बढ़ती हुई इकोनॉमी में लगभग 5 से 6% के बीच में, ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में टूरिज्म सेक्टर का कंट्रीब्यूशन 10% तक होता है। हम एक स्ट्रेटजी साथ में काम करते हुए किस तरह से अपने यहाँ पर टूरिज्म सेक्टर के कंट्रीब्यूशन इन जीडीपी को 10% तक ले जा सकते हैं, अगले 6 साल तक की इस योजना पर बना करके हम काम कर रहे हैं। और साथ ही साथ दूसरी तरफ हम अपने यहाँ पर आने वाले टूरिस्ट के अनुभव को ठीक करने के लिए, और ये कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है, जो हमने टारगेट लिया है, उसको प्राप्त करने के लिए हम अपने आप देश के टूरिज्म ट्रैवल डेस्टिनेशन इंडेक्स को जो है उसमें भारत टॉप 10 के देशों में कैसे आए, इसके ऊपर हमने फुटस्टेप्स बना करके आगे काम करना प्रारंभ किया। लेकिन मैं मानता हूं कि ये केवल सरकार के माध्यम से और सरकार के प्रयासों के माध्यम से नहीं हो सकता। इसके लिए इंडस्ट्री को भी साथ आना पड़ेगा, केवल निवेश से भी ये नहीं हो सकता। हमको साथ साथ में अपने ह्यूमन रिसोर्स कैपिटल में भी निवेश करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एक्सपीरियंस जब प्रारंभ होता है तब टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन पर जाकर के जो व्यक्ति होटल में ठहरता है, मैं जिम्मेदारी के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि दुनिया में जिस तरह के होटल्स, जिस तरह की लग्जरी हमारे होटल्स ऑफर करते हैं, दुनिया का किसी देश में ऑफर नहीं, आप अपेक्षा नहीं कर सकते। हमारी ताकत वो है, उस ताकत में हम अभिवृद्धि कैसे कर सकते हैं, इसके लिए हमको अपनी ह्यूमन रिसोर्स कैपिटल को ट्रेन करके उसको और अधिक इफेक्टिव और डिलीवरी कर सके, इस दृष्टिकोण से हमको तैयार करने की आवश्यकता है। मैं पूरे जिम्मेदारी के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि लग्जरी टूरिज्म में आने वाले समय में हमारा जो हेरिटेज है, हमारी जो हेरिटेज प्रॉपर्टीज है, उनके ताकत के आधार पर भी हम एक नए वर्टिकल को पूरे देश भर में कई जगह खड़ा कर सकते हैं। मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार का, मध्य प्रदेश सरकार का। उन्होंने ऐसे किले और ऐसे पुराने स्ट्रक्चर्स जो उनके आर्कियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट के अधीन थे, वर्षों से उपेक्षित पड़े थे, हमने जब उनसे चर्चा की तो उन्होंने उनको डीलिस्ट करके, डीनोटिफाई करके उनको टूरिज्म के डेस्टिनेशंस के रूप में डेवलप हो सकें, वो होटल्स के रूप में डेवलप हो सकें, उस दिशा में उनको इंडस्ट्री को लीज करके और उनके साथ एमओयू करके उनको डेवलप करने की दिशा में काम किया है। मैं मानता हूं कि आने वाले समय में जो पैलेसेस एंड फोर्ट्स का टूरिज्म केवल राजस्थान तक सीमित था, वो आगे बढ़कर के अब मध्य प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश और देश के अन्य हिस्सों तक भी जाएगा। निश्चित रूप से लग्जरी टूरिज्म में भारत के पास में अपार संभावनाएं, उस संभावनाओं को दोहन करने के लिए भी हम सबको मिलकर के काम करने की आवश्यकता है। मैं आप सबको बहुत लंबा समय नहीं लेते हुए सिर्फ इतना विश्वास के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि सरकार पूरे संकल्प के साथ में टूरिज्म सेक्टर को ग्रो करने की दिशा में काम कर रही है, लेकिन आप सबके सहयोग की आवश्यकता है। हम सब मिल करके भारत की इकोनॉमी का ग्रोथ इंजन टूरिज्म बने, और केवल ग्रोथ इंजन टूरिज्म इकोनॉमिक कंट्रीब्यूशन के आधार पर नहीं, अपितु भारत में एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन पे, एग्रीकल्चर के बाद में अगर किसी सेक्टर में सबसे ज्यादा पोटेंशियल है। आज भी हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन बेशक शायद 5 से 6% के बीच में होगा, लेकिन हमारा एम्प्लॉयमेंट के सिनेरियो में जो हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन है दैट इज बियॉन्ड 13.5%. सो हम आने वाले समय में जब 10% तक पहुंचेंगे तो हम सबसे बड़े कंट्रीब्यूटर होंगे. हम इंडस्ट्री और एमएसएमई दोनों से बड़े कंट्रीब्यूटर होंगे. इस अपेक्षा के साथ में हम सबको एक साथ मिलकर के काम करने की आवश्यकता है. मैं आज एक बार फिर आदरणीय ज्योति जी का, TV9 नेटवर्क का बहुत सारा अभिनंदन करते हुए मुझे इस अवसर पर आप सब ने आपके बीच आने का सौभाग्य दिया, उसके लिए आप सबका हृदयपूर्वक धन्यवाद करता हूं. भारत माता की
जय. माननीय मंत्री जी, आपने कहा कि किस तरह से पर्यटन परिवर्तन लाता है. पर्यटन प्रेरणा का स्रोत भी है और आपका हमारे समक्ष होना वाकई ही हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा प्रेरणा का स्रोत है और हमें हौसला देने का एक माध्यम है. तो इस अवसर पे मैं निवेदन करूंगी कि ज्योति जी हमारे साथ यहाँ पे एक बार फिर से आएँ. बलबीर मयाल जी आप भी आएँ और रक्तिम जी आपसे भी निवेदन है माननीय मंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करें इन फूलों के माध्यम से. थैंक यू रक्तिम. सब लोगों से सभी मिलते हैं, लेकिन बलबीर जी से सब जब मुलाकात होती है किसी की तो उस मुलाकात में एक अलग ही वार्मथ होती है, एक अलग ही तरीका होता है. थैंक यू रक्तिम. थैंक यू बलबीर जी. और माननीय मंत्री जी श्रीलंका से खास
तो इसको इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं कि मैं तो I've been telling for the last 25-30 years from now that we must promote India. We are a continent by itself. We got so much of diversity here. We got everything out here. We got the mountains, we got the rivers, temples, and especially the cuisines. If you go to every state, you find a different cuisine. You go in any part of the world, you cannot have that number of varieties of Aru. When I was the president of the association, sir, it's very interesting, I'm going to say. When I was the president of the association in 2003 to 5, our first dinner used to be hosted by Air India. And Air India, they used to call the cuisine from all the states of this country. And it was used to be so big, so much of quality and quantity. You can't even take 1/20th of that.
But Balbir ji, if you are reminding us of those days, then we'll have to say वो सारी cuisine हमें यहाँ भी चाहिए.
ये सरदार आदमी से 8 बजे के बाद में खाने के अलावा और किसी बात की अपेक्षा भी नहीं करनी चाहिए.
But let me tell you, I'm not that Sardar. I'm a very less eater.
So I'd like to also, thank you Raktim, thank you so much. And I'd like to invite Jyoti, if you just stay, we'd like to welcome the Sri Lankan, the classic destination Sri Lanka team. You know, I have been anchoring the Iconic Awards, and it's so wonderful to see that we have guests from different parts of the world, so many ambassadors, and such a wonderful delegation from classic destination Sri Lanka. Mr. Chilaka Gajabahu, Mr. Sabri Bahadin, Miss Lakshmi Mal Samar Singh, and I request them to please present a gift to the Honorable Minister Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, a little token to say that here's an invitation to all of us in this room to visit Sri Lanka, a truly beautiful part of the world, and what hospitality and what a hand of friendship they extend by being here with us.
If you don't mind, Your Honorable Minister, I just want to say we are not Thailand, we are not Indonesia, we are Malaysia. We are Sri Lanka, your younger brother, only what separates us only 30 kilometers.
No, that too also not separate. It is connected.
It is connected. And our history.
Physically connected, we are
yes.
connected with our heritage and everything.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we go 2,500 years back. Thank you very much, Your Honorable Minister. Thank you very much, Jyotimal. Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting us. It was a great pleasure being here. Thank you.
Well, I believe you have another gift, so may I request the team from Sri Lanka to remain with us, please. Honorable Minister, it's a great, great privilege to have you with us. मैं आपसे निवेदन करूंगी कि आप please हमारे साथ ही रहें, क्योंकि जैसे हमारे मेहमानों को awards मिले, उनके लिए बहुत मायना रखेगा कि आप हमारे समक्ष हैं. And on this note, I'd like to invite Mr. Amitabh Kant, who is the former CEO of NITI Ayog, the Sherpa of G20, and of course, when India was the president, held the presidency of G20, he hosted so many country heads as Sherpas, and it was just absolutely brilliant. So may I please invite you on stage as Classic Destination Sri Lanka would like to present you with a token.
Thank you.
Jyoti, may I invite you also to be part of this? So, Mr. Amitabh Kant, may I please request you to say a few words? A man who never has words that just go by. There are facts, there are figures, there are welcomes, and there are certainly things that are never forgotten.
Honorable Minister, Mr. Gajendra Shekhawat ji, Mr. Arvind Singh, who's sitting here, Suman, Jyoti, Balbir, Mrs. Suri, all the distinguished guests. Let me just take this opportunity of congratulating all the award winners, because their passion, their commitment, their dedication, and their spirit of excellence has really created this iconic moment of today. And let me also take this opportunity of wishing them for their relentless hard work, drive, motivation, enthusiasm, and their passion for great excellence. India is today a $4 trillion economy. The Prime Minister set a vision for India to be a $30+ trillion economy by 2047. A $30+ trillion economy means that in the coming years, India's GDP has to grow 10x. Its per capita income has to grow about 8x. And its manufacturing has to grow about 16x. And this would require many, many icons like all of you to build in the spirit of creativity, a spirit of excellence, and a spirit of commitment to drive India's growth and prosperity. These awards represent both the hard power and the soft power of India. And my belief is that it will be very difficult for India to grow at such high rates without excellence in the field of travel, tourism, and in the field of creativity. And to my mind, the tourism sector will be a very major driver of India's growth, but it will be also a very major driver of creating 25 million jobs for India. So growth with jobs will come from many of the unique things that all of you are doing. I'd like to take this opportunity of congratulating Jyoti for this unique initiative. 7 years running for iconic awards is phenomenal, and this is just tremendous. I have known her from my tourism days, and she herself has this great passion and commitment to drive a spirit of excellence. I again take this opportunity of wishing all of you all the very best, great success, and may you continue to drive India's growth story further. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kant. And we're going to trouble you again to give the awards, but first we're going to invite the jury members to come and acknowledge the process and their participation. And it's a tremendous privilege to have Mr. Amitabh Kant with us. So a round of applause. And before I invite the jury members on stage, let's have a wonderful visual representation.
The stage is set for the 7th edition of the Iconic Awards, as an esteemed jury panel has concluded its session to select this year's most deserving achievers across travel, tourism, hospitality and luxury. Held ahead of the grand event, the jury session brought together renowned names and industry leaders from across sectors, ensuring a rigorous, transparent and credible selection process. From innovative startups to legacy brands and impactful individuals, this year's nominations reflect the diverse and dynamic spirit of Indian tourism.
Iconic has been a beautiful journey because Iconic actually believes in recognizing people who've already achieved.
These awards recognize brilliance in the field of the various aspects of tourism.
To recognize people who've done something different, who have done something iconic, and acknowledge them is the best thing you can do.
We are quite certain that India is the story of this century.
The country is so large that it can absorb a lot of visitors.
Tourism is not just one this thing now, and each segment has its icons who have contributed a lot.
Travel, meets a whole range of needs and demands among the human population and every age.
I'm really proud to be on the 7th Iconic jury all over again, and choosing and singling out individuals who have done remarkable work in their various fields.
Being a part of Iconic jury is always a lot of fun. It's very stimulating. We have very animated discussions.
I'm delighted to be associated with Iconic 2025. Jyoti, you've always done a great job every year, and I'm sure this one is going to exceed all expectations of the previous years.
The entire jury has done a wonderful job to get the best icons for this year's platform. So I think it's time for us to rejoice, and I wish all of us a very happy Iconic 2025.
Good luck, Iconic 2025!
The Iconic Awards, celebrating the best in Indian tourism. Watch it on News9, English news as it should be.
So as it should be, we should have our jury members up on stage. I'm going to invite Jyoti Mayal and Raktim Das to come up to welcome the members of the jury, and to start with none other than Mr. Vinod Kumar Duggal, former governor of Manipur and Mizoram. I'd also like to invite Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, former journalist. Rajiv Talwar, former CEO of DLF, one of India's biggest real estate companies, and of course an amazing builder of the nation through his participation as a member of the IAS. Parinita Sethi, luxury media entrepreneur and founder of Global Spa and Asia One magazines. She is known for curating luxury, lifestyle and wellness events. Mr. Nakul Anand, he was the executive director of ITC with over 40 years in the hospitality and travel industry, and is known for shaping ITC hotels into a sustainable luxury brand. Madhu Jain, renowned textile revivalist and designer. She pioneered bamboo silk weaving and works to promote sustainability and Indian handloom arts. Kapil Kaul, aviation expert and CEO of Kappa India, a leading voice in aviation, strategy, policy, market intelligence. Jacob Matthew, veteran journalist and editor, TV9 Network. We also have Mr. Dilip Cherian, policy advisor, political campaign strategist. Mr. Balbir Mayal, travel industry leader, former president of Travel Agents Association of India, with decades of experience and founder director of New Airways Travels. Mr. Ashwini Lohani, former chairman of Air India, CMD of ITTC and Railway Board. He's called the turnaround man for reviving institutions. Mr. Arvind Singh, former Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, who played a big role in promoting Indian tourism globally. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen, the members of the jury of Iconic Awards 2025. So there are two segments to the awards. we will begin with the first segment, and then there'll be a panel discussion in between, and then we'll conclude with the next segment. We'd like to thank the Honourable Minister for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for his participation. Thank you, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji. A great honour to have you amongst us. And a very big thank you to the members of the jury. So we never justify Mr. Amitabh Kant's presence at any occasion unless we invite him up on stage again and again. So as I thank the members of our jury, we'd like a photograph with you, Mr. Kant, amongst them. Mr. Suman Bila, may we have you also please join us? Thank you so much, Mr. Kant. May I request you to please remain with us. Mr. Amitabh Kant. Mr. Amitabh Kant, please remain with us. You can't just tell us all the trillions of dollars we're going to make through the tourism sector without congratulating those who are contributing to them. And you know, the iconic awards have been about recognizing institutions, companies, and individuals. From the 1st to the 6th edition, and now in the 7th edition, for the first time, we are actually recognizing products. So the first product in this selection is the iconic luxury vodka. And for that, I'd like to invite Richa Tandon and Anup Barik to receive this award. So as you know, the alcoholic beverages and tourism go hand in hand. So we're delighted to have this wonderful product. And this wonderful vodka is the Spirit of Kashmir. In Kashmir, you have wonderful waters, the Dal Lake, but nothing dull about life when you have the Spirit of Kashmir in a bottle of vodka. So could we have the award, please? And as we do that, Richa and Anup, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
वन है सेब दास्ताने वन है सेब दास्ताने से पत्रों में होश सुई चुकना कुंगपोश वन है सेब दास्ताने वन है सेब दास्ताने से पत्थरों में होश सुई चुकना कुंगपोश
So there they traveled, as Richa says, they traveled to Pahalgam, they traveled to Gulmarg, Pampore, from Zafran to the wood carving. Richa, would you like to tell us what was the whole idea behind this vodka, the Spirit of Kashmir?
So I'm absolutely stoked and elated to present to you all India's first ever homegrown luxury vodka. In fact, that's what he was just asking us, and we were, so proud to share this with him and with all of you. It's absolutely mind-blowing that how, it comes from the heart, soul, and crown of Bharat, Kashmir, made for the world and for all of you. Every piece of this entire product, the brand, the packaging, the cap, the blend, is a piece of art. And I'd like Anup to talk about the blend. Anup, why don't you just tell everybody?
So Anup, they talk about premiumization in products, and Mr. Kant, of course, has been one to promote specialization, premiumization, destinations. He is the master blender. So let's have it from Anup about this whole concept of premiumizing a product like vodka and putting it in a bottle with the Spirit of Kashmir.
So I would start with, at Rampur, Radico Khaitan. All our luxury expressions, they are not just the product, they are the India story to the world, and we craft the liquid to travel all over the world. And every sip you take, it tells a story about our distillery, our people, our workmanship. So I'm talking about particularly this Kashmir, Spirit of Kashmir vodka. Creating a new vodka, because when you create something, design something, you can see it, visualize it. When it comes to sense, aroma, and taste has sweet, bitter, and salty, you can say. But aroma, you cannot define. So it is all about conceptualizing, visualizing, and bring it to life. So that you have to do lot of innovation, lot of expertise, lot of people who are working behind the scene. They support an entire team of Radico.
Well, when you speak about bringing to life, how can we bring a flavor to life if we don't have access to it? So you have the domestic market, you have the international market, because the Spirit of Kashmir is available internationally, and then you are also supplying in the duty-frees. So how do you balance this? Because travel and alcoholic beverages go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
And how do you balance the demand?
So we Indian, not less than anybody in the world. Early days, people used to talk about Scotch whiskey, Bourbon whiskey, Irish whiskey. Now, Indian single malt whiskey is ruling all over the world. I used to travel to different whiskey shows in Europe. People from all over the world, experts, consumers, they love Indian whiskey, but because every place, every whiskey belongs to a certain place. And the place is the contributing factor to the aromatic profile. Suppose the climatic condition in India, particularly at Rampur, in summer we have extreme temperature, high temperature, and winter it is low temperature. In Scotland it's always low temperature. So here the whiskey inside the cask breathe, and there are a lot of extraction from the wood, and there are a lot of reaction. That brings the beautiful character to the product. So India every product has a story to tell to the world, and all over the world they loved it. Thank you.
That's wonderful, and with Radico in the driving seat, I'm sure the balances will be perfect in terms of the blending, the flavor, as well as the availability in the market. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the iconic Luxury Vodka Award. Thank you. And now for the next award, it is the Iconic Excellence in Aviation Award, which goes to Indigo. I'd like to invite Vinay Malhotra, Anshul Sethi, to receive this. As you know, Indigo is India's largest and and a rapidly growing global airline known for its affordable fares, high on-time performance, and a courteous, hassle-free experience. Of course, Vinay is known for excellence in whatever he does. His former avatar at VFS certainly saw great accolades, and now he continues with that journey, being with Indigo. Thank you. The next iconic international award goes to Emirates. I'd like to invite Tarun Sharma and Jamshed Reporter to come to receive this award. May I invite Mr. Balbir Mayal on stage to join Mr. Kant and Jyoti as we give this award. And could we have Mr. Vinod Dugal? So we will... Mr. Arvind Singh, will you please join us? And there it is, the iconic international airline, Emirates. Known for their extensive global network, luxurious service, and award-winning in-flight experience, Emirates is one of the largest international airlines in the world and the biggest in the Middle East, operating 3,600 flights per week. And now, for the iconic luxury hospitality. This award goes to Oberoi Hotels and Resorts, and may I invite Mr. Prashant Kundnani to receive this award. The Oberoi Group was founded in 1934 and operates 31 hotels and 2 Nile cruises. The group has presence in 6 countries under the luxury Oberoi and 5-star Trident brands. They are engaged in in-flight catering, car rentals, and corporate air charters. Their commitment to excellence is no surprise. And now may I invite Mr. Ganju to present the award to ITC Hotels. The iconic Green Hospitality Award is presented to ITC Hotels Limited. May I invite Mr. Atul Bhalla to receive this award. ITC is one of the fastest growing hospitality chains in India, a trailblazer in green hoteliering with all its premium ITC premium luxury hotels being LEED certified, platinum certified, and they pioneered the concept of luxury with responsibility. So really a tremendous accolade. Thank you, Mr. Ganju. Thank you, Mr. Arvind Singh. And now may I invite Mr. Lohani to please join us. Mr. Lohani, please join us to present the next iconic award. And this is the Iconic International Destination Award, which goes to Georgia. And I'd like to invite Munmun Marwa from Think Strawberries to receive this award. Privileged to have Mr. Lohani with us, and I invite Munmun Marwa. Georgia is an amazing country. It has dramatic landscapes and ancient traditional images that coexist in perfect harmony. They've got mountains where you can go mountaineering and trekking. they've got the Dead Sea right there. So you could actually go skiing in the morning and spend the afternoon by the sea. Quite a rarity. Winemaking there goes back 8,000 years, I believe, and they have a very unique script. They also have beautiful medieval architecture and UNESCO-listed polyphonic singing. So it certainly is a place to visit, and with Think Strawberries, there are always wonderful destinations that are being developed. And ladies and gentlemen, the iconic International Destination Management Company Award goes to Classic Destinations, Sri Lanka. May I request Mr. Chalaka Gajabahu and Sabri Bahudin to join us to receive this award. Classic Destinations is one of the best global destination management companies based in Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Singapore. They offer personalized holidays for every genre of inbound tourist. Thank you, Mr. Lohani. Thank you for this, for being with us for this award. The iconic Global Visa Services Award goes to VFS, and we'd like to invite Yumi Talwar and Prabuddha to receive this. As a global leader in trusted technology services, empowering secure mobility for governments and citizens, VFS Global embraces technological innovation, including generative AI. Thank you so much, Mr. Ganju. And may I now invite Mr. Raktam Das to join us to present the next award. May I invite Mr. Sumant Billa to also join us to present this award. And the award being presented now is the Iconic Industry Technology Award, and this goes to Amadeus India. May I invite Mr. Sandeep Dwivedi to receive this. Partnerships, people, places, all coming together on the planet with Amadeus. Connecting the global traveler from startups to big industry players and governments too. A truly diverse global workforce made up of 150 nationalities, all passionate about travel and technology. Thank you so much, Mr. Ganju. And I'd like to invite Shazia Ilmi to please join us here on stage to present the next award. The iconic luxury lifestyle card, Red Beryl Lifestyle Services Private Limited, is to receive this. And for this, I'd like to invite Mr. Manoj Adlakha to receive the award. Mr. Adlakha is a chartered accountant by training. He has headed organizations like American Express, Visa, and Yes Bank. And with all of that, he has put together his expertise and founded this wonderful company. May I invite Madhu Jain to please join us on stage to present the Iconic Work Culture Curator. And this award goes to Interglobe Air Transport Limited, Mr. Sunil Talreja. Interglobe Air Transport is an airline and travel management company established in 1989 that serves as a GSA for international airlines and other travel brands in India, as well as a global car rental company and hotel booking site. Congratulations. May I invite Mr. Rajiv Talwar on stage, and thank you so much, Shazia ji. I'd like to invite Mr. Rajiv Talwar to join us in presenting the Iconic Leader in Customer Satisfaction and Industry Excellence. This award goes to Mr. Vinay Malhotra. So once again, we have Vinay back on stage.
To add on to this, when we started Iconic, we started with institutions and we started with people who have already achieved. So this year we've taken out some more individual awards in the travel industry too, and Vinay gets the first of them. So I'm very excited to have Vinay here. Congratulations, Vinay.
Thank you, Madhish ji. Thank you for being with us. May I invite Jacob Matthew to join us. Thank you, Vinay. And the award that we're about to present is the Iconic Hospitality Trailblazer. And this award is presented to Meena Bhatia, one of the distinguished hospitality leaders, Vice President and General Manager of Le Méridien, New Delhi, known for her career at Oberoi Grand and Hyatt Regency as well. She is both an academic and a professional hotelier. She is a professor of finance and accountancy. She has a PhD amongst all her other credentials, and also has a medical degree from Meerut. So she really is an institution. It's difficult to determine which hat she's wearing, but no matter what the hat is, we all want to say hats off to you. And now, for the last of the awards in this category, the Iconic Leader in Hospitality Consulting, Mr. Rajdev Bhattacharya. He is named as one of the top 25 leisure and hospitality consultants of 2025 by the Consulting Report. He's a global leader in corporate travel, expense management, and digital transformation with 30+ years of experience spanning aviation, corporate travel, and travel technology. Currently, he serves as the Global Head Travel, Expense and AP, Digital Transformation at Wipro. His expertise lies in delivering cost optimization and, of course, employee experience and innovation. So thank you so much. And with that, we come to the end of this part of the awards. Thank you, Mr. Amitabh Kant. Thank you, Mr. Jacob, Mr. Talwar, Mr. Mayal, Raktim, all the people who gave the awards, of course, Jyoti herself. And now that we've given the awards to the travel and tour operators, hospitality and wellness partners, and travel influencers, I would now like to hand over to Shweta Kothari of TV9 Network to conduct the panel discussion, Experience is Luxury, Redefining Luxury Tourism. So here she is, Shweta Kothari.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you for being a very patient audience. I know I'm keeping you between your next set of awards and your dinner, but here I am. Please bear with me. Now, while the chairs are being placed, let's take a quick walk through what luxury really means. We're talking about redefining luxury. But it's not just about five-star hotels anymore, and we know that there are plenty of that on offer. So what's driving the boom? First off, luxury travel in India is on full swing. Think about double-digit growth. We're talking about 10.5% CAGR. A record-level hotel demand. Travelers were eager to swap their lavish weddings for equally extravagant holidays. We're not talking about any small change anymore. By 2030, the segment could be worth $130 billion. That's almost double of what it is at the moment, which is $72 billion in 2024. Now that means many more places are going to be turning into plush resorts and more unique, high-touch experiences than ever before. What trends will you actually notice? Let's quickly talk about that as well. We are going to be looking for not just for marble bathrooms and rooftop pools. Travelers will want stories. They want private tours of hidden forts. They want personalized wildlife safaris. They want wellness retreats in sun-dappled jungles and immersive cultural experience, all of which India has plenty to offer. Another big thing will be family travel. Big milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, and just because we deserve it and it's FOMO, those getaways will become all the more common. So luxury isn't just about couples, it's going to be about families. Technology and experience will change it dramatically. And if you're wondering whether it feels seamless, the answer is yes. Throughout the day today, we discussed how travel is becoming seamless with each passing day, and AI is penetrating travel and tourism like never before. Letting the real luxury shine through actual experiences is something people will be looking for. They'll be looking for amenities. They'll be going for wellness and sustainability retreats. They'll not be afterthoughts anymore. From Ayurvedic retreats to yoga escapes to organic and local food, folks want luxury. How do we redefine luxury? We'll talk about all of that and more. Let me quickly call on stage our panelists for today. Raktam Das, Chief Growth Officer, TV9 Network. Suman Billa, Additional Secretary Director, General Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Sandeep Marwa, Chancellor, Asian Academy of Film and TV. Jyotsna Suri, Chairperson and Managing Director, Lalit Hospitality Group. Ishika Taneja, Spiritual Leader and Miss World Tourism India 2018. And Manoj Adlakha, Founder and CEO, Red Beryl Lifestyle Services. With a loud round of applause, please. Thank you. Hi, sir. Good. Thank you. All right. I think before I go to any private sector participant here, let me quickly begin with asking Mr. Billa, how is India positioning itself as a luxury global tourism market, Mr. Billa?
I think India has several things that the world cannot offer. And I think in terms of luxury, if what India offers is unmatched. The quality of service, the attention to detail, and the very fact that you can make a guest feel welcome and and most cared for. So I think India has certain big advantages, and I think one of the biggest advantage. What is the greatest luxury that you have in life? I think the greatest luxury is spirituality. Is that you recognize the divinity in you, and there are not many destinations in this world which are able to do that. we have actually done our palaces piece quite well. And I think in luxury, we've really, along with very few destinations like Morocco, etc., there's nobody who does luxury as well as we do. And I think what we need to do is to understand that luxury is moving away from being excess-oriented towards something that is experience-oriented. And I think we need to start looking at curating experiences that are truly personalized, that are truly crafted, that are truly authentic, so that we're able to touch the heart and soul of the tourist. And I think going forward, the Ministry of Tourism and the industry should essentially start looking at that, because it's not commoditization, which the entire world does well. It's about how do we curate something that is intrinsically ours, that is truly authentic, and that is truly soul-hugging.
All right, and I have to ask you as a follow-up question. You said luxury is not about access anymore, it's about experience. And what initiatives has Government of India taken to make that experience more accessible to people?
You know, I didn't mean access, I meant excess.
Okay.
You know, so accessibility is also an important part, and I think from a product development point of view, inclusivity is critical. If 5 of us go out and only 4 of us are able to enjoy and 1 is not, that spoils the experience for everybody, right? So I think that's important. So in all the infrastructure that we build all across the country, we look after, you know, accessibility is a very important part of it.
Right.
In all the products that we need to clear, and I think one of the biggest challenges that we have today is we have great attractions which are monuments, we have great hotels, but we have not created experiences that are truly world-class.
Right.
And I think that is work that we need to do, and going forward, one of the things that we need to do is, we're trying to work on is to put together a fund to let the industry go and curate experiences and support them, so that, you know, there is something in it for them to go and do it and reduce the risk of the market for them.
You know, Mr. Billa, may I please request everybody to sit down? People at the back, I just need 20 minutes of your time, and we're discussing something that's very important to your industry and to our audience. Thank you for your honesty, sir, because often we hear from the government that all is good and private sector needs to do more. I think you're one of the first people who sat here today who said, no, we need to do better, and thank you for that. I want to come to Raktim at this point. Raktim, media plays a very important role in trying to highlight luxury experiences that are available. What sort of role do you think tech, media, and AI are playing today to make luxury experience more real, visible to people out there?
First and foremost, we need to understand that when it gets to experiences, it's about storytelling. So if you look at the overall luxury experience sector, I would say that storytelling is the soul of luxury experiences. So if you look at the kind of media formats which are available today, there are various formats which is available for content creators, through which we try and tell this story in terms of how a particular experience has been experienced. But the bigger thing today is, how do you catch the attention of the consumer? Because if you look at from the perspective of attention, so one would very nicely say that attention is the new oil today. Every day you have over 100 billion of content pieces which get created. Every individual on an average scrolls about 300 feet of content every day, which is almost equal to the height of the Statue of Liberty. So if that's the kind of content people is consuming at this point in time, the key aspect that comes to this sector is that how do you grab the attention of the consumer in terms of telling this story? Because as I said in the beginning, storytelling is the soul of luxury experiences, and that is where the need for media organizations, the need for technology in terms of crafting stories which could actually bring out the larger experience of various destinations. Because ultimately, people go to particular destinations to experience something, and if those stories are being told well by the consumer himself or herself, that will actually bring about in terms of proliferation, and that will finally lead to employment generation, that will lead to sustainable livelihoods at the bottom of the pyramid. We heard the minister say that tourism is the sector which after agriculture gives the largest employment in the country. And if that is true, we need to, as media organization, as content creators, there are so many content creators, starting from individual creators to large media organizations. So we need to look at leveraging technology, whether it is AI. There's so much being spoken about AI. There's so much being spoken about augmented reality. There is so much being spoken about virtual reality. So how do you leverage technology to bring forth new destinations which could lead to larger opportunities for travel organizations, and at the end of the day, how it could lead to employment generation? So going back to your question, technology, content, and then telecom, this converges, and this convergence is essentially enabling this entire sector.
Thank you very much for that. So storytelling is at heart of everything we do as journalists. But, you know, just to give you a quick insight, how many minutes or seconds of first few content do you think is important to get audience's attention? Raktim pointed out that attention is the new currency. How many seconds do you believe are important? Anybody, a wild guess? First 3 seconds. There you have it, an answer from the panelist. All it takes is first 3 seconds. So if I have your attention for 3 seconds, I'm likely to hold on to your attention for the next 7, 8, 10 subsequent seconds. And this is where, Sandeep Marwa, you come in. How do you teach students to get people's attention? What sort of strategies are you teaching students?
Well, let me first recite 2 lines I'm recollecting right now. कि सभी दिशाओं से शुभ सुंदर, भाव विचार भरे नित अंतर, पुण्य धरा बन जाए स्वर्ग ये, मेरे यत्नों से करुणा कर. I'm sure you must have pinpointed these 2 very important points. One, the thinking out of the box and adding on emotions to it. That's what the whole filmmaking is all about, the whole teaching is all about, and all the creative works are based on these 2 very important things. So we are very happy that we've been able to create something like this on the basis of these 2 very major important principles. And I would love to give you an example of Noida Film City. Probably all of you know about Noida Film City. 34 years back, I gave one term to English dictionary, film and culture tourism. Probably that time nobody knew about it. Today the best part is that the whole world is talking about film and culture tourism. And just for your information, we've been able to bring in a footfall of 9 crore people to Noida Film City. And probably more than 30 lakh people, they have already been to Marwa Studios from 156 countries of the world. Now, why I'm telling you these figures? Because it's only on the basis of thinking differently and adding on emotions to day-to-day work. And that becomes your tourism. And that's what I've always believed in.
All right, so Jyotsna Suri, we know that people's preferences are changing. How is luxury tourism sector adopting to changing preferences?
I think the biggest luxury is to get some undivided attention from this audience.
Yes, that would be nice.
and all the 3 seconds and all the other research that you've done on how to catch people's attention is gone for a toss, because seconds and seconds and minutes have gone by. Unfortunately, haven't been able to get your attention. But to answer your question, you see, hospitality and the Indian hospitality I'm going to talk about is a very adaptable industry. We evolve with time. We have grown, and you know, it's for all to see how we have grown from almost a dot to where we are today. And I think the success story has been because we evolve. And today's hospitality industry is completely in line what the expectations are. The expectations have changed. Luxury is no longer changing your bed sheets twice in a day if you're staying in a hotel. Luxury is about changing your sheets if you're there for 3 days only once. Luxury is not about throwing your towels all around and expecting someone to come and pick them up. Do you know it takes 20 buckets of water to wash 1 towel? So luxury is not about wasting food anymore. Luxury is about inclusivity.
And sustainability.
And it was coming right there. Clearly you have my attention.
I do, ma'am, and I do. And I think Ishika also has a lot of attention in the room. She is a spiritual leader. And I think that proves a point. Young people are taking to spirituality, Ishika, like never before. So I have to ask you, what's driving spiritual tourism in this country, and how do we make it better? So we were going through some facts and figures on the Ram Mandir, and we realized that in the first year itself, about 70 lakh people, that was the footfall for Ram Mandir, gradually perhaps tapering down. So what makes the momentum going? How do we keep the momentum going?
Radhe Radhe.
first of all, when I look at the world, I see they have different assets, but all those assets are depleting. When I look at Europe, I see they are building on technology, but it is going to become redundant after some time. When I see the Arab world, I see the petrol being depleted. But when I see Bharat, I actually see that we have such assets which are just going to grow, and that asset is just compounding. And that brings us to spirituality. And that is why I feel that spirituality can be mind-bogglingly contributing towards the GDP of our country. And when I see a lot of corridors being built, like you just mentioned, I see the corridors are connecting to the people, but now I want the corridors to be connecting to us, to our higher selves, because like Swami Vivekananda ji always said that, the countries outside, they have the power of economy, but they do not have the power of spirituality. And India, we have the power of spirituality, but we would love that power of economy. But then once we start building on those terms, I definitely think that we will be attracting a lot of foreigners. And with Jyotsna ji would also agree, because so right now I see a lot of Tirath sthans and a lot of temples which are being built. But then when we talk about tourists, when we talk about foreigners, they come, they have their certain lifestyle which they want to follow. But those lifestyles cannot be followed right around that. So probably we can build something, जैसे हमने कटरा देखा है, जब हम वैष्णो देवी जाते हैं, तो 50 किलोमीटर दूर अगर हम 5 stars hotel, theme parks build करना शुरू कर दें, so that they can enjoy their lifestyles, and then we can just tell them to at least have their 7 days building upon spirituality. We can actually elevate them. And then Gajendra Shekhawat ji also spoke about experiential tourism. And I think experiential tourism definitely comes with our festivals. We have so many festivals which are happening every day, but we are not encashing on that. Especially like Diwali, Holi, and then there are so many. Even the Rath Yatra, even like there are so many. And then it is very sad when I see that our heritage sites are about Humayun tomb, and where when we go there, we just see कि वहाँ पे ऐसी कब्रें हैं, एक नाई की, एक बावर्ची की, जिन्होंने actually में सर तन से जुदा करे हैं, and which I don't want that Bharat should talk about that. Bharat has so many better things to talk about, and why aren't we highlighting that? I feel that can add a lot to our GDP. So I want, when people should go back, they should not just go back with their photographs, but they should go back with elevated wisdom. And I just don't want the corridors to be just connecting us to places. I want corridors to be connecting us with our higher selves.
All right, thank you very much for that. In fact, there is a lot to offer. I agree with Ishika there, that there is a lot that India has to offer beyond certain historical sites which are more prominent today. So there is diversity in this country, and I believe tourism can really tap into that diversity by highlighting other monuments of importance as well. Manoj Adlakha ji, how does lifestyle services feature into luxury tourism, and how are they changing? What sort of change are you noticing in the past decade? Because we see growth in luxury tourism is far more than growth we are seeing in average tourism. So how are lifestyle services catching up?
Sure, I'll come to that, but if it's okay with you, I just want to add on a point, which I totally agree with my fellow participant here, panelist here. These days, 2 out of 3 transactions are happening online. And when we looked at the data is very, very important to run a business. There were 3 cities that stood out: Ayodhya, Ujjain, and Badrinath. These were the 3 cities where the number of clicks on the search for travel, in one case was 350%, one case was 380% increase, and one in Ayodhya was over 500% increase. So that's a reality. That's a reality. And then when you do a further, go into L2 or go into a data or a line lower than that, and you look at who are the people who are looking at this, interestingly, it's the Gen Zs. It is the Gen Zs. That's where it's mind-boggling on what the transformation is. A lot of numbers have, and now coming back to your question, a lot of numbers have already been shared. The market is exploding. The luxury market in India at this point in time is estimated to be over $70 billion, and in the next less than 5 years, expected to be $130 billion. At this point in time, it is still less than 5% of GDP, India GDP. So the run rate, and when you look at some other countries, let's say a UK or a US or Japan, or for that matter, any other country, there it is in the range of 8 to 10%. So we can get there. And, look at this in the backdrop of the population, HNIs, ultra HNIs. When you look at HNIs, the numbers, there are 900,000 HNIs in India last year. How do you define an HNI? Everyone can cut the definition differently. HNI, if you have an investable surplus of over $1 million, that's about 9 crores, right? Excluding real estate. That means that's money available in your bank account to spend what you want to do. 900,000 such individuals were in the country last year. Next year, that number is expected to grow to 1.7 million people. That's doubling. Ultra HNIs, you take that number, right? That number was $30 million. That's about 300 crores. That number last year was 13,000, expected to grow to 20,000 next year. So in the backdrop of what's happening, there is a huge population who are the future and current consumers of luxury. Now, when it comes to lifestyle, everyone wants, there is a paradigm change and a shift that has happened from material possessions into experiences. They do not want the same things they've been doing in the past. The 5-star has moved into what I would like to call 6 senses, right? So it's all about the feelings, the emotions, the kind of experiences that you have to curate. Any one of us over here from the industry, and we have to curate those experiences. AI is, all of us believe in AI. AI can curate a journey, but the delivery of that has to be done by us in this room. And that is where the rubber meets the road. So the kind of experiences that people are looking for in a lifestyle company, they, right now, already, FIFA is happening in 2026. Already we have got about 800 requests for FIFA. And when they're planning to go for FIFA next year, they're planning a whole, it's still about 8 months away. Right. They're planning a whole travel ecosystem around that. So that is just one, but
100%. So people want to be inspired, they want to be left in awe, and they want to take that experience with them. And that's exactly how luxury perhaps differs from other experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, all the panelists, thank you very much for being here, for sharing your insights with us. May I please now call Jyoti ma'am to come on stage to felicitate our guests. Thank you. I think she's stepped out. I think she'll be joining us in just about... Oh, there she is. Jyoti, please come on stage. Thank you very much to all the panelists for taking your precious time out and for joining us here tonight. Let's quickly take a look at this audiovisual story while Shivani comes and joins me on stage. Thank you.
We really believe in Atithi Deva Bhava. India is a huge country and everyone needs to enjoy and experience what India has to offer, because it's the richest place where you have culture, you have heritage, you have food, you have cuisine. Tourism is just not about visiting, tourism is just not about flying or going by train. Tourism is something that you need to take every person who's actually connected to the line of tourism to take it forward.
And that's exactly what we have gathered here for, to acknowledge the icons of travel and tourism sector at India's biggest awards ceremony. The Iconic Awards are back with the 7th edition, celebrating the best in Indian tourism and shaping its future. Last year, it brought together industry stalwarts, groundbreaking ideas, and inspiring success stories. This year, it returns better and bigger.
I think the Iconic Awards is extra special because of the quality of the jury.
This is an award of the industry, given by and decided by industry veterans.
Presented by Red Hat Communications, in partnership with TV9 Network. The prestigious Iconic Awards today honors the leaders, visionaries, and the change makers who have redefined the way India travels. The Iconic Awards, celebrating the best in Indian tourism. Watch it on News9, English news as it should be.
And now for the next set of awards. That's a wonderful panel discussion that we had. Thank you to all the panelists. And moving on, I'd like to invite Jyoti Mayal, Balbir Mayal, and Mr. Amitabh Kant once again back on stage to present the awards to our iconic awardees. Mr. Kant, may I please request you to join us. And the iconic Trailblazer Paralympian Award goes to Mr. Pranav Surma. The iconic youngest person to climb Mount Everest goes to Arjun Vajpayee. So, Pranav Surma is an Indian para-athlete. He won a silver medal in the men's club throw F51 event at the 2024 Paris Paralympics, and he also won a gold medal at the 2022 Asian Paralympics. At the event, he set an Asian Games record with a throw of 30.01. Mr. Arjun Vajpayee is an Indian mountaineer born in 1993, and he is the youngest Indian to summit Mount Everest at the age of 16 years and 11 months in 2010. He has since conquered 8 of the world's 14 8,000-meter peaks and continues to pursue his goal of completing all 14 summits. So a big congratulations to our awardees. Thank you so much. The Iconic Technology Innovator Award goes to Mr. Rajesh Mago, and we also have the Iconic Ecotourism Trailblazer Award, Northeast, to Miss Jahnavi Pokan. Rajesh Mago is the co-founder and group CEO of Make My Trip. He serves as vice chairman and chairperson of ASSOCHAM's National Council on Travel and Tourism. Over the years, he's played a crucial role in multiple landmark events of Make My Trip, including its listing on NASDAQ in 2020, and of course, the post-pandemic resilience. Miss Jahnavi Pokan is from Assam. She's an entrepreneur with over 3 decades of expertise, the co-founder and director of Jungle Travels India in 1989 and Assam Bengal Navigation Company in 2003. Both of these companies are National Tourism Award-winning companies in the travel and in the long-distance river cruising in India. In 2020, she became the 37th National President of Wikiflow and the first President from Northeast India. Congratulations to you both. And she's supported artisan clusters in many of the Northeast states. Having received the Lifetime Achievements Award from the IIE, Indian Institute of Mass Communication, for training trafficked women in handloom, her accolades are tremendous. Congratulations and thank you to our awardees. I'd like to now announce the iconic music maestro, Ms. Radhika Chopra, and along with her also the iconic cultural dance maestro, Miss Dr. Navina Jaffa. May I once again have Jyoti with them to give the awards, and of course Mr. Kant and Mr. Mayal. Radhika Chopra is a Delhi-based ghazal singer with a doctorate in Indian classical music. She's born in Jammu with her dadras and tumris and ghazals. She's mesmerized audiences across the world. Of course, I feel like saying, Manna majuriya nahi ho jana, ho mane nahi ho jana, ho kade nahi ho jana, ah ho. And with Navina Jaffa, I want to say something else. She is a Kathak maestro, but she's also a historian, a classical dancer who explores India's cultural lessons through research, heritage walks, and academic tours. She emphasizes sustainable cultural tourism and heritage skill mapping. Her concept of performing heritage offers immersive cultural experience, and she conducts capacity building workshops on integrating grassroots heritage skilled communities into tourism. Congratulations to Navina and to Radhika. Thank you for being with us.
I just wanted to add on to this that the reason we are doing 2 awards together this year is, I think, because I believe, and I truly believe, that in tourism we need to collaborate together, to work together and see what complements each other. So music and dance really go together. And that's how we have collaborated our awards this year, so that 2 of them get together to say that's the path to follow. Thank you.
The iconic visionary in environmental sustainability, Dr. Ruby Makhija. And I'd also like to invite the iconic pulmonologist, breathing life into care, Dr. Vivek Nangia. May I invite Mr. Raktim Das to join us on stage to present these awards. Dr. Ruby Makhija is a qualified ophthalmologist who transitioned from a medical career to social work and environmental advocacy. She's the founder of Why Waste Wednesdays Foundation, leading initiatives like Project Vikalp, Borrow a Bag, Students versus Plastic Toolkit, and waste collection drives. She's recognized with the Forbes We Serve India National Award, Earth Day Network Star. Essentially, she's put Navjeevan Vihar on the map with being a zero waste colony, and she has diverted over 6.5 lakh kilos of waste from landfills. She's also an advocate for gender equality and workplace inclusivity. We are delighted to have her with us, and she's the chairperson against sexual harassment at the workplace, South Delhi. Of course, Dr. Vivek Nangia is an internationally renowned interventional pulmonologist with over 2 decades of amazing experience, and his interventions are landmark and have benefited a number of people, especially with his critical care medicine from world-renowned institutions. He's been instrumental in not only setting up but managing 11-bedded MICU at Fortis, and his list of accolades continues. Currently, he's working at Max Healthcare, Sleep Medicine, Stanford University, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Dr. Saab. We have our iconic trailblazer in Indian fashion, Dr. I have to say this again. Our iconic trailblazer in Indian fashion. I have to say it again because she is the gentlest, most seamless person I know. So I couldn't do it with the enthusiasm that I was doing the others, because hers is such an ethereal way of being personally, and even her clothes and designs are the same. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Kavita Bhartiya. And I would also like to invite the iconic culinary and flavor artist, Miss Miriam Reshi. Kavita Bhartiya is an Indian fashion entrepreneur who founded Ogan, one of the country's first multi-designer fashion boutiques. She later launched her own label, Kavita Bhartiya, in 2001, and it's known for its contemporary fusion of Indian crafts and modern silhouettes, creating a fun and quirky aesthetic with intricate detailing and using of traditional techniques. Congratulations, Kavita. And Miriam Rishi is a renowned food critic and author who's been writing about food and lifestyle for more than 3 decades. She's known for her in-depth knowledge of spices, as evident from her book, The Flavor of Spice, which explores the origins, cultural significance, and usages of various spices in Indian cuisine. Thank you to the awardees and congratulations. And now we have the iconic trailblazing advocate for change, Mr. Keshav Suri. And we have the iconic equitability through design, Ms. Uma Prajapati. Keshav is a prominent Indian hotelier and LGBTQ and rights activist. He is the founder of Keshav Suri Foundation, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to empowering marginalized communities, particularly LGBTQ. May I invite Mrs. Jyotsna Suri also on the stage, because I think the kind of work that Keshav does gets tremendous strength and support from your involvement. So please join us. Keshav promotes diversity and inclusivity at the workplace, and he certainly brings a lot of pizzazz and out-of-the-box thinking, which makes the group what it is, truly enriched. And Ms. Uma Prajapati is a dedicated practitioner of integral yoga, lives in Auroville since 1994. She's a visionary, a social entrepreneur, a radical transformation leader, facilitator, expressive art practitioner, filmmaker, coach, and fashion designer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite an icon who is really an entrepreneur, an Ayurveda promoter, a women's dynamism reflection. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Mrs. Shehnaz Hussain, the iconic wellness pioneer. She has been considered her success story as a subject at the Harvard Business School. She is an entrepreneur who's pioneered Ayurvedic beauty care, and she has a global network of salons, retail outlets, beauty training academies, and of course, a wide range of Ayurvedic formulations. And with her, she has a team that she keeps very dynamically engaged, and a daughter who does her proud. She recently wrote a book on Shehnaz ji. So Niloufar has just launched her second book. So it's very inspiring to have people, entrepreneurs, women who really go out there and say, we can do it all, we can have it all. Thank you. There are 2 awards that we'd like to present posthumously. The iconic Pioneer in Cruises. This award goes to Gautam Chadha ji. On his behalf, I'd like to request Ms. Ratna Chadha to receive this award on behalf of her husband. I'd also like to invite Archana Dalmia to receive the award on behalf of her mother posthumously, Mrs. Dinesh Nandini Dalmia. Mr. Gautam Chadha, co-founder of Tirun Travel Marketing, was a visionary leader who transformed the way of Indian travels. After an illustrious career with ITC Hotels, American Express, and British Airways, he and his wife Ratna launched Discover the World Marketing India in 1991, bringing global brands like US Airways, Hertz, and Universal Studios to Indian shores. In 2001, he rechristened the company and with foresight and determination introduced Royal Caribbean Cruises to India. Gautam spearheaded the cruise revolution in the country, making cruising an aspirational and accessible holiday choice for Indian travelers. Through his leadership, Tyrone became synonymous with excellence. His pioneering spirit and legacy continues to inspire the cruise and travel industry in India today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Padma Bhushan in 2006, Srimati Dinesh Nandini Dalmia, was a renowned poet, a story writer, and a novelist of Hindi. She was born in 1928 in Udaipur and started her literary activities at a very young age of 13. In 46, she got married to Ramkrishnan Dalmia, the third biggest industrialist in the country. Rajasthan's first postgraduate woman protested against the Parda system and discrimination against women and received the Padma Bhushan in 2006 for her contribution. So, ladies and gentlemen, we remember her today as a real pioneer, a beacon of talent, and an absolute inspiration, and someone who's left behind a legacy that will inspire many for a long time to come. It was a period when Hindi romanticism was at its height, and she has brought her writings to bring that to the fore for decades to come. Thank you so much. And now for the next set of awards. Thank you, Archana ji. We have the iconic master of culinary craft, Chef Suvir Saran. And we have iconic customer service in car rental, Deneb and Pollux, Mr. Madan Mohan. Chef Suvir Saran is a chef, cookbook author, educator, as well as a farmer who specializes in bringing Indian cooking to the American kitchen. He currently lives in America on American Masala Farm with his partner Charlie in New York, and he studied visual arts at Sir J.J. Institute. Mr. Madan Mohan, who's our customer service and car rental icon, he has a strong focus on eco-friendly and sustainable mobility solutions, and his company is transitioning its fleet to electrical vehicles and aims to go fully green by 2030. It also operates a large number of CNG-powered cars with a pan-India presence: Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Jaipur, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Gurgaon. It caters to corporate and individual clients. So congratulations to you both. And Suvir, of course, I have a very special little interaction to have because we were in school.
And she was beautiful even then.
But I must say, they must have, I don't know what you feed your guests, but your parents must have fed you something. His sister does amazing work for the marginalized people in New York through her law chambers. His brother, of course, has created a whole avenue of policy making, thinking, and bringing India through Raisina dialogues to a different front. And Suvir, with his food, has mesmerized everyone. So really, I don't know what his parents fed them, but we need the recipe for that.
They fed us India. All of India.
Well, and now, for the individual awards, I'd like to invite Dr. Jyotsna Suri, the iconic beacon of brilliance 2025, chairperson and managing director, the Lalit Suri Hospitality Group. Dr. Jyotsna Suri has been associated with Bharat Hotel since its inception. In 2006, she took on the mantle as chairperson and managing director. And of course, under her stewardship, There is no stopping. She's been conferred with the Order of the Rising Sun Gold and Silver Star by the government of Japan for her contribution towards strengthening strategic ties between India and Japan in economic and tourism sectors. She is the first Indian woman to have received the imperial honor since its commencement for foreign nationals in 1981. She has been past president of FICCI, mentor, FICCI Tourism and Culture Committee, mentor to many, and of course vice chairperson of the World Travel Tourism Council. And she's been on the board of governors of the National Council. She's also been very active with the Hotel Association of India. And the list goes on, the energy goes on, the achievements go on. So congratulations. The iconic change maker of Indian tourism 2025 goes to Mr. Suman Billa. Mr. Suman Billa, IAS, is the Additional Secretary and Director General, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. He is a key policy maker driving India's tourism vision 2047, focusing on sustainable, inclusive and transformative tourism. He has previously served as Director Technical Cooperation and Silk Road at UNWTO Madrid, bringing global expertise to Indian tourism development. He's been instrumental in enhancing infrastructure, global connectivity and skill development, positioning India among the most sought after travel destinations. So congratulations, and our iconic Lifetime Achievement Award goes to the all-time favorite, the all-time amazing Mr. KB Kachru. He is an Indian hospitality leader known as the Chairman Emeritus and Principal Advisor for South Asia of the Radisson Hotel Group and a pillar of the Indian hospitality industry. His extensive career includes a leadership role at the Ayog Group, spearheading the formation of the Indian Institute of Management and Technology and introducing duty-free shopping at Indian international airports. He has received numerous awards, including the Athiya Ratna Award and a Hall of Fame Award from the Business World BW Hoteliers India Hospitality Awards. So we are indeed privileged to have Mr. Kachru with us. It's always wonderful to see you.
Thank you very much. I'm humble. Thank you. Thank you, Jyoti.
Just two, not more. Malab, you're looking as if you don't want to, but please.
I don't know. I've been told to say two words, and I really can't figure out what those two words are. But I can tell you, all this is what we owe to our industry. You know, I have many colleagues here who make it happen. And with Dr. Suri being here, I think as part of the industry, we need to do a lot more, as our Honorable Minister said, and the officials from Department of Tourism, Mr. Billa, Mr. Gyanbhushan, you know, we need to work together. There's one message very clear. Nobody can do alone. We have to be together. We'll make it together. And whatever is our target for 2047, we'll make it happen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Balbir. Thank you. Thank you.
May I invite our members of the jury and our awardees on the stage for a group photograph. May I also invite all the guests of honor who are here with us. It has been a privilege to have you. So if you could please join us. His Excellency Kamel Zayed, Ambassador, Embassy of the Arab Republic of Egypt. His Excellency Aliki Kostomitopoulos, Ambassador of Greece. His Excellency Sinisa Pavik, Embassy of Republic of Serbia, His Excellency K.L. Ganju, Consul General, Comoros, His Excellency Professor Anil Sukhlal, High Commissioner, Embassy of the Republic of South Africa, Sania Bekbosionova, First Secretary, Embassy of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Dr. Ani Yeremyan, Second Secretary, Embassy of the Republic of Armenia. And maybe please have the leaders who were present here for the morning summit and received the awards. May I please invite those awardees also on the stage for the group photograph.
But it's too, there's too much of space.
If housekeeping can give us 6 chairs on the stage, then the photograph will be comprehensive with some of the people sitting down. 8 can do too, but it all matters. Can you do it in 6 seconds, 8 seconds? Because 10 seconds is the time limit for this photograph. And let's see how wonderful the hospitality training is here, that the line should be perfect. Where did these go away? Oh, we don't want the chairs? Okay. Could we also have Akshay from Sarovar Hotels please join us? Well, that's one wide-angle lens that's going to be needed for this photograph. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the round of applause for this wonderful gathering, these tremendous achievers. And on that note, just before dinner, we will take you for one last journey as you view the visuals from Sri Lanka. So enjoy that, and then please join us for dinner. It's been an absolute privilege to have you all with us at the iconic 2025 Awards.
This is my classic Sri Lanka.
This is my classic Sri Lanka.
This is my classic Sri Lanka.
This is my classic Sri Lanka. This is my classic Sri Lanka. This is my classic Sri Lanka. This is my classic Sri Lanka.
This is my classic Sri Lanka.